Hello everybody, so today in honor of Mother's Day, we're going to be getting a message from your mom, a message from your mother. This could be a message from a mother that you're in contact with, not in contact with, a mother that has passed away, or a mother figure, somebody you consider a mother. So just real quickly, before you pick your card, before I show you the card selection, just have that person in your mind and really focus your attention on that person. If you're having trouble, if maybe you have a couple different motherly figures that you would like to read on, focus on one. Pause the video if you need to. Focus on one of those people. Focus on whoever you want to get this reading about. And let's get into it. I'm going to show you all the cards separately, and then we're going to show you all three of the cards together, okay? So, and I haven't seen these cards yet, so we have the Queen of Swords for pile number 1. We have the Judgment card for pile number 2. And then for pile number 3, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, we have 2 queens here. Makes so much sense. All right, now all together we have pile number 1 with the Queen of Swords, pile number 2 with the Judgment card, and then pile number 3 with this Queen of Pentacles. Pause the video if you need more time, and let's get into it. Let's go. I'll see you guys in your piles. Toodles. Hello, my pile number 1s. Those of you who chose this card, this Queen of Swords, this is going to be a message from your mother. Like I said in the beginning, if you did watch the intro, this could be a mother figure. This could be your actual mother. This could be a mother that you're in contact with, not in contact with, somebody that you might have even cut off. But it could even be a deceased parent, a deceased mother, or a mother figure, okay? So let's get into it. Let's put this over here. We will do these afterwards. We're also going to get some index cards, whatever your mother would like to say to you, like more specific messages, and they are what you need to know. So they might be a little, yeah. So let's just get into it. A message from pile number 1's mother. I feel like this is the mother that was fiercely overprotective. This could have even been a mother who was a little bit emotionally closed off. And she wants to tell you that no matter how she raised you, whether you guys perceive your childhood to be really healthy and fun and amazing, or you perceive it to be the opposite, her higher self wants you to know that whatever she did it out of love. She did it to protect you. And she also wants you to know, I'm hearing forgive me so that I can forgive myself. So there might have been certain things that had happened in your life where certain things that your mother is not necessarily proud of. I'm sort of getting choked up a little bit. So your mother wants you to know that she still has a very hard time with forgiving herself for maybe some of the things that she's put you through. We also have the World card wanting to pop out right here. She does want to let you know that she loves you so much and like you're her entire world. I don't know why I just heard this. I heard favorite child. So you could be her favorite child, even though we're not supposed to have favorites. You could be her favorite child. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Let's get 3, and then we're gonna start. A message from your mother, pile number 2, the King of Cups. I'm hearing like I didn't always show my love, or I didn't always show my love in the right ways, or I didn't always show my love for the extent of what my love was. Maybe this mother was a little emotionally closed off, but she wants you to know that like no matter how much she did or didn't show her emotions, her actions did not do her love for you any justice. And even if this was a mother who was very emotional, very vulnerable with you, she's saying like still like she loves you so much more than she could ever put into words or actions. We have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So this might have been a mother who was operating in very masculine energy, maybe even operating from a wounded feminine energy. This mother, I feel like feel like I heard a method to her madness. I feel like she might have been a little tough on you, a little hard on you, and I feel like this is probably because she wanted to prepare you for everything that you were going to for the difficulties that you're going to experience in life. And I know this was a very old school way of thinking. You know, you got to be hard on them so that, you know, they're not like pushed over on, you know, so that when the world is hard on them, they don't break. You got to be hard on them so that when the world is hard on them, they don't break. You got to be hard on them so they're not weak, sort of energy. And now I feel like in this generation, we're really coming out of that, where we're more so, you got to be soft with them, you got to be respectful with them, you have to be easy on them so that they'll learn how to basically be able to cope and stuff like that. We're in a whole different mindset right now, and I'm hearing like, if I would have been like, it's now that people are starting to do things differently, that your mother is starting to maybe realize, like, maybe I could have done things differently, or maybe I should have. We have the Ace of Cups, like, she didn't necessarily know how to show love. And we have the World coming out again. Your mother didn't necessarily know how to show love because she wasn't necessarily shown love properly either. Regardless of how maybe your grandparents, grandmother, I'm getting grandmother specifically, but even grandfather were with your mother. I mean, sorry, regardless of how your grandparents were with you, they were very different with your mother. Not to say that they didn't show the love, but it's like a lot of, and it's not that your mother's like here like blaming her, you know, childhood for the way that she was with you, but it's sort of like she just wants you to understand where she comes from. This might also be a mother who's a little secretive, who doesn't always lay her cards out on the table. When we have the World clarifying this King of Cups, the World coming out under the most emotional card, except for that Ace of Cups that we have in this spread, is like literally reinforcing what I was saying earlier, like, you're my whole world. And in all five of these cards, literally in all 5 of these cards, we have like dark clouds. All 5 of these cards have some sort of dark cloud imagery here. So it's like your mother might have been going through a lot mentally and emotionally for her entire life. So your mother had maybe gone through a lot of trauma that she doesn't speak about, or that you don't know about. Maybe even some of which you do know about, but some of which you don't know about. And I feel like this could have impacted her in a way where she wasn't so hands-on or wasn't so loving. I also do feel like with this 9 of Pentacles and both of these kings, it's like your mother might have not been there as much. She might have not been there as much as she should have, or as much as she might have wanted to, and now she regrets that. At the time, she was trying to help you become more independent and self-sufficient, but really I heard it helped you push her away, or it helped her push you away. This is the one right here. We have the Devil coming out under the King of Swords right here. Maybe your mother might have said a lot of harsh things. There's a lot of apologizing energy that's coming from your mother here. The Magician on the back of the deck. But I feel like your mother's since changed a lot. She's more expressive now, or she wishes that she could be. Yeah, the 9 of Cups. It's like she wishes that she could sort of like go back in time and savor all of that love that you were giving. Maybe because she might have pushed you away during your childhood. I want to get like a little bit of clarification here. Just want to get a couple oracle cards. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. I guess I have to get both of these decks out. Oh, stay up there, buddy. Okay. Let's get back comfy. 'Cause, 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 'cause I have this deck here, and this card is coming off of the back of the deck. The Four of Cups. Yeah, you might have been over here as a child, like offering your cup of love, and maybe your mom was dissociative. Maybe you had a very dissociative mother. Your mother could have had a drinking problem, could have had a substance abuse problem, but for a lot of you, it doesn't really feel like substance abuse. For some of you, it definitely could be, but for a lot of you, it doesn't feel like substance abuse. It feels like disconnecting with your emotions, dissociative. Your mother was very dissociative, and you might have just took it as like her ignoring you, but it was her body and her mind sort of shutting down when things got too overwhelming or too stressful, or when she was like touched out or overwhelmed. Yeah, it's like she dissociated. And this might be maybe a pattern that you sort of hold with your own children if you have any. Not in the same way and not to the same degree or extent, but it might be something to maybe think on if you feel like maybe sometimes you're dissociative. And dissociating doesn't always mean like I'm just sitting here like in that card, like just sitting here blankly staring. Sometimes it could mean that I'm pushing off responsibilities, or I'm scrolling on my phone and not necessarily paying as much attention and stuff like that I should. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, we have crib, birth or conception of a child, or enterprise. Maybe this mother was not necessarily ready to have a child at that time when she had you. We have barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yeah, your mother was really, really stressed out. She also wants you to know that if you're stressed out, you can come to her. Maybe you don't come to her with your problems because you learned a long time ago that you should deal with things by yourself. But I'm feeling like the energy that your mother was in at this time has very much since changed. And I feel like your mother wishes that you were more open and more confiding in her. On the back of the deck, we have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. And I don't feel like that there's really somebody coming between you guys. Maybe you guys felt like that when you were growing up. But it doesn't necessarily feel like somebody's trying to come between you guys. It feels like more so this difficulty of understanding one another, difficulty connecting with one another. 11:11 on the clock is something that maybe is holding you back from expressing more. And I just heard, this is from your angels, don't allow your past to make you regret what you could be doing now. So it's like if you are holding yourself back from being more, from connecting more with your mother, or loving a little bit more on your mother, or confiding in your mother, or talking to your mother more, like if your past is holding you back from that, if it's not just current, present difficulties pushing you and your mother apart, if it's your past, like that's making it feel difficult connecting, don't allow your past to hold you back from having this connection that you want to have, you know, like, because we will sit here and we will allow ourselves to wait and wait and wait out of discomfort and fear and worry and anxiety and ego. But and I don't want to like put any like sense of urgency out there, but your angels are kind of putting some sense of urgency. They're like, you want to really cherish and make the best of the time that you still have with your mother. And this is not saying at all that anything's going to happen, but it's like you would rather not live with any regrets when the time does come that you have to say goodbye. So it's like they really want you to, if you can, if it is safe, emotionally, physically, mentally safe for you to now have that connection with your mother, please try. And this isn't saying that you have to continue to try if it shows that your mother is still in some sort of energy that you don't like, or still crossing boundaries, or blah, 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 blah. But try if you can, if it feels safe. 1313. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to cry. Let's get one of these. Just one. message from pile 1's mother. We have a 7 and an 8. We have Aries and Capricorn energy. Maybe you or your mother is an Aries or a Capricorn. This one says kerosene, aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, and hot. This might have been the energy that your mother was in. Maybe your mother was a very aggressive person or not a very emotionally safe person to be around. Maybe your mother did have this Aries energy to her, especially with both of these kings right here and the devil coming out here. We don't have any females in this spread except for the Queen of Swords that you guys picked. In the back of the deck, why did I just shuffle that? Where did it go? Where was it? It was an 8 card. Because I wanted to read that. God damn it. But it was basically talking about learning. Like, the 8 card that was on the back of the deck was literally talking about learning. So it's like your mother might have been a very unfavorable way with you when you were younger, when they were younger, that type of energy. But it's like, here we go. Yeah, library. Knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, pastime, archives, hidden documents, search, secrets. I was even saying this mother might have been secretive. Looking beneath the surface, author, reading, or writing. So it's like your mother, 15:15 on the clock, your mother really, whether you know it, whether you recognize it, whether you see it or not, they really learned a lot about themselves throughout these years, okay? They're not in the same energy that they used to be, in a good way, okay? This pile is really for those people who have like a strained relationship with their mother. All right, so these cards, you could take them either as messages from your mother, or you could take them as messages from your guides, from your angels, okay? And this is what you need to know, okay? Angels, guides, higher self of pile number 1's mother. Especially if your mother is passed on, these could definitely be messages from her. So angels, guides, pile number 1, angels and guides, sorry, of pile number 1, even the higher self of pile 1's mothers. If you would like to give us some messages, we have stop relying on other people for your answers. It's clouding your intuition. And I'm not going to interpret these cards unless I truly feel I need to. Messages for pile number 1. What do they need to know? We have someone stealing from you. So there could be somebody stealing from you. Interesting. Could be stealing time, stealing resources, stealing actual things like possessions. We have the song Life is Good by Future. We have faith, it'll work out. So whatever you're doubting or having difficulty having faith in, just know it'll work out. And if this is about your mother, have faith that a relationship, a connection is possible for you guys. 1717 as I say that. We have fuck them, and no, not literally. So your angels and guides are talking about somebody that's in your life right here. Could even be the person that's stealing from you. We have your angels are so proud of you. And I'm also taking this as a message from your mother. Your mother is so proud of you. I heard, I'm sorry if I didn't recognize you. Like, and this doesn't mean like, oh, recognizing, oh, you are you. But it's like, I'm sorry if I didn't, this is making me choke up a little. Like, I'm sorry if I didn't recognize your potential. I'm sorry if I didn't recognize your heart and who you were other than just an extension of me type of energy. We have create a safe space. We have red flags everywhere. They're warning you about somebody that's in your life right now. Learn a healthy balance between service to self and service to others. And then we have work on having patience. And on the back of the deck, we have tread carefully. So there's somebody in your life that's stealing from you that you need to tread carefully with. And then your angels are saying, fuck that person, move on, move forward, be done with this person. Okay, but that is the message that I have from your mother, pile number 1. I hope it resonated, and I hope you guys have a great day. Toodles. Pile number 2, those of you who chose the Judgment card. This is going to be your reading and your message from your mother. Let's get it. Your mother is somebody who cares about appearances. That's what I'm hearing. Like, your mother is somebody who cares about appearances. Your mother might even want to tell you that you're so beautiful. I'm hearing that I'm proud of you type of energy. And like, I'm hearing some of you say, well, like, there's really nothing to be proud of. You guys need to work on your self-worth. And it's not that your mother is saying that, like, they're proud of your accomplishments, like material accomplishments. And though they're probably very proud of your material accomplishments. However, it's like, I'm proud of the I want to choke up again. Oh my God, these readings are so emotional. It's like, I'm proud of the person that you are. I'm proud of your personality. I'm proud of your heart. Like, I'm proud of who you became through all the bullshit. Maybe you had a difficult life. Maybe you've went through a lot of shit, whether this is regarding your mother or your upbringing or whatever. Maybe you have really went through some shit and your mother is like, I am proud of you for becoming the person that you are today despite all the obstacles. So we have the 6 of Cups. We're going to pull 3 cards for the top of the deck and then 3 cards on the bottom. I'm hearing you're healing what I couldn't heal. Let me fix these cards real quick because it seems like there are very many of them in reverse. But yeah, your mother is proud of you because you're healing what they couldn't heal. Like, and I'm getting this quote, and it's like, just because your mother didn't break all the generational curses doesn't mean they didn't break any. And it's like, your spiritual guides really want you to, like, recognize, just because your mother didn't break all the generational curses doesn't mean that they didn't break any. They want you to recognize your mother and recognize the humanness in your mother. They want you to, your guides are coming through more than your mother is. Your guides want you to recognize your mother as her own individual person with her own individual life and her own individual experiences, rather than just who your mother is to you. In whatever way that resonates. Let's get 2 more cards here. A message from... No. A message from pile... Stop. I'm just... Like, the Sun and the 8 of Pentacles came out. It's like, your mother is working on being a better mother. Your mother is actively working on being a better mother. Messages from pile 2's mother. My face is getting hot. I don't know if it's like noticeably getting red, but my face is getting hot. Look, the 7 of Swords popped out alone by itself. There was other cards that popped out too, but I wasn't taking them because it was like a big chunk. But the 7 of Swords is literally about healing. Yeah, he's sometimes looked at as the sneaky guy. He's sometimes looked at as the bad guy, the one who takes what he can handle and sort of like has his cake and eats it too. And he is depicted as falling into a trap, but it doesn't feel like the energy for me here. It feels like, let's pick another card. But it definitely does feel like your mother is like actively working on being a better version of herself. Your mother is actively working on being better, actively working on doing what she has to do. Maybe there was some points, or maybe you guys have brought up a lot of things that your mother might need to change. And your mother is actively working on changing these things and growing as a person and being better as a mother. Some of you guys, you brought this up in a conversation. I wish you would be like this, or like I need this from you. For others of you, it's things that your mother has recognized from having the connection that they have with you. You make your mother want to be a better mother. Maybe it's from even some of you having your own children and your mother recognizing how you are with your own children. Because a lot of the times the way that we mother, if we're not so stuck in our trauma, a lot of the times the way that we mother is the way that we wanted to be mothered, or the way that we wish we were mothered. And I feel like your mother recognizes that. Maybe if you guys do have children, your mother recognizes that the relationship that you have with your child is maybe the relationship that you would have wanted from her. And it's like you make your mother want to be a better mother. And if you guys do have children, I feel like your mother is saying that you are a great mother. The Eight of Pentacles wants to come out again, and I'm hearing you're making better choices than I did. So there's something here about you making better decisions than your mother would have made at your age. I'm also hearing I'm happy for you. I saw 555 on the clock. Your mother is happy for you. I heard you're building the life that she wanted. Oh, that's making me sad. And the Sun wanted to come out again as well with the Six of Swords. There's a lot of suppressed emotions because I'm sort of getting a headache here. It's like there's a lot that your mother wants to say, but your mother has a hard time being vulnerable and a hard time expressing emotions. That I heard I Don't Want to Cry. I'm hearing the song I Don't Want to Cry by Mariah Carey. And it's like there might be a lot of things that your mother would like to say to you, but she doesn't necessarily say them because she doesn't want to cry. This is sad. Look. The Seven of Swords being clarified by the High Priestess here. It's like now your mother is like, now I recognize what I need to change. Now I recognize how I should be. Or I heard tough love. Maybe that's something that you guys give each other, like tough love. Or maybe this is like how your mother was with you, or how you are with your mother. And sometimes tough love is okay. Sometimes tough love is good. But there needs to be a balance between tough love and soft love, right? There's something here also about physical affection. Your mother wishes, I heard your mom. So your mom wishes that she was more physical with you, like more physically affectionate. We're going to take this one. I feel like you guys have given your parents some sort of like tool, like emotional tool to work with here. I heard maybe you helped your parents realize that they aren't just broken. Maybe your parent thought for a very long time, your mother thought for a very long time that they were just a broken individual. And you helped them realize, this came up for a second time on the back of the deck. You helped them realize that they're not just broken. They just... Oh, I'm getting that song from Pink. Just Give Me a Reason. You're not broken, just bent. That type of energy. Let's get one for this side and one for that. The Ten of Pentacles. There's so much love here, but I'm not hearing any I love yous. Maybe you guys aren't very expressive with each other, and your mother wishes to be more expressive. There's a lot of white animals too. A white cat here and a white dog there. A balance of the masculine and feminine energies. We also have the High Priestess, which is a balance. I was talking about you guys not being as expressive. And we have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords on the back of the deck. And with the King of Cups underneath and then the Moon. Like we have an expressive card and an expressive card. And we even have the Star right here, which is an expressive card. And then we have a lot of cards here that aren't. So it's like there's a lot of balance in this spread. And I feel like ultimately you guys are doing a really good job, you and your mother, whether you're in contact or not. You guys are doing a really good job at mending your relationship by working on yourselves. You working on yourself, her working on herself. You guys are doing a really, really good job at mending this relationship by working on yourselves. And we have the devil. Clarify that. But the devil with the star. You guys are breaking a lot of generational curses, both you and your mother. A message from pile number 2's mother. Let's take both of them. We have crown, honor and respect will come to you. So your mother wants you to know that she honors you and respects you. Maybe it didn't always feel like it, but your mother honors you and respects you as your own person. Your mother really, I'm hearing, really respects you now. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm, and she wants you to know that she will always be there for you, whether this is her protecting you in the spirit realm if she isn't here any longer, or whether this is her protecting you in the physical realm. I'm hearing also protecting your name if anybody's talking about you. I don't feel like your mother really deals with that. I feel like your mother is very your mother has your back. And then on the back of the deck, time to act, yeah. And then it says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So I feel like you and your mother are on the right path to mending this relationship, or making it at least more comfortable, more safe. I just keep on wanting to say, like, you guys are breaking a lot of generational curses through your relationship. Let's get one of these cards. And then we're going to get some message cards for you guys. Take a deep breath. Message from pile 2's mother. We're going to take both of them. No, we're not. This doesn't feel right. This is the right one. It says beehive, diligent, persistent, stamina, application, tireless, mindful, hard work, devoted, fruitful, busy, conscientious, energetic, continual, harvest, endurance, effort, patient, and concentration. And it's the number 8, which is like cycles, breaking cycles, and the sign of Taurus, which very much feels like the mother, even though Cancer is the like, okay, so the mother of the zodiac is what? I think it's Cancer or Aquarius or something like that. But Taurus is very homey, very safe. And I feel like you guys are establishing that safety here. What's really standing out to me is conscientious, patient, effort, and persistence. And application here. It really feels like both of you are applying all of the lessons that you guys have been learning with each other, and through other relationships, and really making this connection a lot healthier. Sorry, you guys, little interruption. And I ended up putting those 2 cards that I was looking at back in the deck because they just didn't feel right. And if they are meant to come out, they'll come out again. But I was only looking for 1 card as well. So let's get one more card from pile 2's mother to pile 2. Just one. Thank you. Look, that's so beautiful. Look, and then we have scuba diver right here, going within, observation, 0 point, self-examination, exploring the unconscious mind, in the void, desire to know, self-reflection, disconnecting, deep thoughts and subliminal. And then we have constellation, network, supports, associates, gathered, meetings, socialize, organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data, influence, in connection with, and then we have a large amount or quantity. So these cards are both, we have a 3 and a 4. And then we have Cancer as well, which is the mother of the zodiac, like I was saying. Then we have Pisces. So with these 2 cards, it's like, it's just confirming how I was saying you guys are like doing the individual work and therefore creating a better connection, a better support system, right, within each other. This is a really beautiful reading for you guys, because this is a connection that might have started off a little rocky, but it doesn't feel like it's going to continue to be that way. This feels like a connection that's going to continuously grow to get better and better and better and better, as long as you allow it to. I have like a knot in my throat. Work on your communication. Work on expressing what you have to express with your mother. Tell your mother how grateful you are for them. We have spend more time with your children. So for some of you, your mother wants to spend more time with you. For some of you, you should be spending more time with your mother. For some of you, you should be spending more time with your own children. Messages from your angels and your guides, possibly even your mother. We have, they're not really interested, they're bored. And for some of you guys, I feel like this is only for a very select few of you, and you'll understand if this is for you if it automatically punched you in the gut and you automatically said, oh, this is about this person. So yeah, if this really resonates, only take this card if it really resonates, because like I said, I don't have a strong feeling like this is for everybody. I have a strong feeling for that this is like for probably like, I'm seeing 30 in my mind, for like 30% of the people that's watching this pile. So for some of you that it does resonate, they're not really interested, they're just bored. And this could be this, I wrote this about a romantic interest. So holy shit, we'll take all 3 of these. Feel your anger. Feel your anger. Then we have, you need some me time. It's worth waiting for. So this, I feel like, is for the majority. This is for the other 70%. There is something here that is worth waiting for. And if this is about your mother, if this really feels like it's about your mother, this is probably for all of you. Like, this connection is like, maybe you don't have the ideal connection you would want to have with your mother right now. Maybe it's not 1000% there yet. Maybe it's not even at 100% yet. But like, it's worth waiting for. It's worth working towards. Your angels are so proud of you, and so is your mother. For those of you who have a mother that has passed on, this could even be saying that your mother is one of your angels. We have pray on it. Whatever you're thinking of, whatever is going on, whatever is difficult in your life, pray on it. We have, you're being unfair. So there's some way, somehow, that you're being unfair. It could be in this connection, could be in another connection, could be unfair to yourself. We have, you catch more flies with honey. We have 444 on the clock as I say that. So you catch more flies with honey. Literally. We have, you catch more flies with honey. And then we have, by kindness, you can accomplish what you cannot by force. So this is literally the same message, just this one's metaphorical and this one's more direct. This one is like more explanatory, and this one is more metaphorical. But either way, like, they're saying that kindness is the key. We have the song Ocean by Martin Garrix and Khalid. I love this song. And I love that song because it can be used as like a romantic song, but it can also be used in any type of connection that has any type of love, familial, platonic. We're going to take both of these as well. We have money is coming to you. If you guys have been worrying about money, don't worry. And then we have get up and get moving. Your body will thank you. There is this card on the back of the deck. I didn't want to take it, but somebody said, take it. So for those people who the one card resonated that said they're not interested, they're just bored. It says, somebody's fooling around behind your back, hashtag secrets, hashtag lies. Let's get two more. Okay, we're going to get that one and this one. So for some of you guys, you are self-sabotaging. And then we have the song Break My Stride by Matthew Wilder. And that's the song that's like, nobody gonna slow me down. Whoa, got to keep on moving. And then we have Give Your Pets More Affection. And I feel like, because it's already breaking a little, we have Get Some More Sun. All right, guys, that is what I have for you guys today. I hope this message resonated, and continue to work on this relationship, because this does seem like a relationship with your mother that like is really worth salvaging, is worth working towards. It feels like it's getting healthier and healthier. So I hope this message resonated, and I'll see you guys later. Toodles. Hello, last but not least, pile number 3. Whew. Just felt like I needed to take a real deep breath. My lungs feel a little constricted on this pile. Let's get a message from your mother, and let's see maybe if we can get a little bit more in depth of an answer on why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. You guys can have a lot of physical, spiritual gifts. You guys could be physical mediums. Your mother could be a physical medium. Maybe your mother, maybe that was like, and this is only for those of you that know this is something that's happening or something that was confirmed. This is not in any way trying to diagnose anybody. So if this isn't something that you've heard before, then don't take this. That's why I always say, take it if it applies. If it don't apply, let it fly. So for some of you, your mother could have lung problems or breathing problems, even asthma, things like that. I'm even hearing heart problems here. And I'm getting that song that was mentioned in pile number 2, Break My Stride by Matthew Wilder. The nobody gonna slow me down. Whoa, you got to keep on moving. And it just keeps on, that part just keeps on replaying in my head. We're gonna take these. Yeah, we're gonna take these. This pile is a psychic pile. This pile is like my psychics, okay? So let's get a message from your mother. We have the Star. The Page of Wands. Let's get one more card to confirm or deny what I'm feeling here. I guess we'll take both. We have the 10 of Cups. I'm getting like so many songs in my head, but I can't make out any of specifics. Like, we have also the 10 of Wands here. So we have like, and no cards are inherently good or bad, but this is like how I'm looking at it. Good card, bad card, good card, bad card. Your mother could be like bipolar, and I'm not laughing at your mother or at you. I'm laughing because I'm bipolar, and this is, you know, yeah. But so we have the Star, the Page of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the, well, okay, we have the Star, the Page of Wands, and then we have 2 10s, the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles on the back of the deck. I feel like this is your mother's hopes and dreams. This is the way that your mother wish your connection would have went, and this is the way that your connection goes. I feel like you guys have a very on again, off again connection. I feel like your mother is somebody who struggles with a lot. Maybe this is how she was when you were a child, or maybe this is still how she is. Maybe you guys aren't in very close contact with your mother. And if you are, it could be like a strained relationship. With this Page of Wands, especially with this Page of Wands sitting, I'm getting like tingling in my shoulder. Does somebody have like shoulder issues or joint issues? There's a lot of physical cues here in your pile. For some of you guys, if you know that your mother is sick, that's probably why I'm getting these physical cues. But with this Page of Wands, especially with the Page of Wands being in between the Star and the Ten of Pentacles, which are two very emotional cards, it feels as though your mother may have abandoned you. For some of you, you guys, your mother may have put you up for adoption. For some of you, your birth mother abandoned you. For some of you, your birth mother emotionally has neglected you. For others of you, it's just a very strange, difficult relationship, and you don't necessarily feel supported, heard, or seen the way that you should from your mother or mother figure here. 444 on the clock. And with this Page of Wands, it's like, it's not like your mother had no choice. That's what I'm hearing. It's not like your mother had no choice. It's not like I had no choice, but I felt like I had no choice. I heard I felt suffocated. Maybe your mother was just emotionally not ready to be a mother. Maybe your mother was going through a lot and they weren't necessarily able to take care of you in the way that they would have wanted to or should have. Maybe your mom just clocked out emotionally. It could be your mother was physically present in your life, but they were clocked out emotionally. Because even though this person is walking away, he doesn't look very happy with the decision that he's making. He's making this decision to walk away, but he doesn't look very happy. And there's clouds, dark clouds in the sky, which is like a clouded intuition for me, a clouded mindset, a clouded mind, clouded way of thinking. I'm not going to say that this person didn't make the right decision, because I feel like the decisions that we all make lead to what is meant for us, whether those are good or bad decisions, right? But it's like your mother realizes that maybe they could have made better decisions. And I feel like even when they were in the midst of making these difficult or bad decisions, they recognized that this wasn't necessarily the highest timeline. And I feel like a lot of you guys will understand what I mean by that. But for those of you who don't understand what I mean by that, your mother realizes that there was so many more options, and that you guys could have gone down a totally different path, and you guys could have had a very different different dynamic of relationship here if she would have chosen differently, right? For some of you guys, it could be hard to recognize the love that your mother has for you because your mother doesn't show it, or because your mother doesn't show it in ways that feel recognizable to you. It's sort of giving me the energy of like, your mother did as best she could with what she had, which wasn't much. And it's also giving me the energy of, we need to know before deciding whether someone's behavior means they don't love us or not. Before deciding that somebody doesn't love us, we need to recognize, we need to look at this person, you know, and this is not to give excuses or anything like that, but yeah, take it how you take it. We need to look at what this person has been through. How did they receive love? How do they feel loved? What is their love language versus what is our love language? Does this person have this type of love language, so therefore they show their love in this type of way, which doesn't necessarily translate over to us because our love language is totally different? That type of energy here. One person could have a physical touch love language, and this is just an example. One person could have a love language that is physical touch, and the other one has a love language that's acts of service. This person feels loved if they see that you did the dishes and you cleaned out their car, or, you know, you're just doing things so that maybe they don't have to do them, or doing things to get them out of the way so that this person doesn't necessarily have to deal with it, because this person feels loved this way. This person was shown love in this way. So that's the way that this person developed their love language. Now, it could be totally different for this person whose love language is physical touch, because someone doing the dishes and taking the trash out and might not translate for them to love, because this person doesn't look at that like that, because it's not their love language. Maybe this person needs hugs, kisses, affection, and stuff like that. And maybe to this person, if this person were to try and show their love in the way that they show their love, which is hugs, kisses, affection, maybe it would feel smothering and less like love to this person than it does to this person. I know I probably didn't articulate that in the best way, but I feel like you guys get the gist. You get what I'm talking about here. Maybe I didn't even have to go into that full-blown explanation, but you understand. Okay, I'm holding it right. A message from your mother. Your mother feels sort of depressed. Maybe this is an energy that you've dealt with from your mother. Maybe I'm really feeling like behavioral issues here, like bipolar disorder or borderline personality disorder. For some of you, your parent might struggle with these things, but might have never got diagnosed. So it's like, it's hard to give this mother the benefit of the doubt or any type of leeway or anything, because it's like you don't understand this person because they don't understand themselves, right? But the love is there nevertheless. It's just difficult for them to show it. Really difficult. And I feel like throughout your life they might have tried to show it, but it's like it didn't necessarily translate, either because of what I was just talking about with the love languages, or it's sort of like when someone gives you a compliment and they mean it genuinely, but it's sort of phrased in a way where you would feel like it's backhanded. Like, you're so, I don't know why I'm getting this specifically. Like when people say like, you're so pretty for this type of race, like you're so pretty for a black girl, you're so pretty for an Asian, that like you got a nice body for a white girl, that type of fucking energy. It's like these people are meaning it genuinely. They do think you're really pretty, they do think you have a nice body, but it's like you could have just said that I was pretty. You could have just said the compliment without saying for this. And it's sort of like, I don't believe that your mother has given you any these type of compliments, and maybe she has, but it's like this is how your mother shows their love. Like, you're so smart, but I would have done it this way. Or I love that you're doing this, but you could do it like that, or maybe change this up. It's like your mother shows her love with adding her own little bit of, but maybe it should do this, or but love and then criticism. And maybe because of the love and then criticism, you don't necessarily take it in the way that this person is meaning to say it. And maybe it hurts and it triggers you because it is backhanded, but it isn't meant that way. Your mother is very misunderstood, not only by you, but by a lot of other people, but mostly by you. But it's also because your mother doesn't understand herself. If you don't understand yourself, nobody else is going to be able to understand you in the way that you would like them to either. Guess we'll take all of them. We have the Nine of Wands coming out underneath of the star, clarifying the star. I want to show you all this love. I want to give you all this love. I want to give you all this affection, but I am scared. I don't know how. I was never shown how, right? And this is, like I said, never giving excuses for people not making the decisions that they should have made and not showing the love that they should have shown. But this is like your mother sort of explaining herself here. The Page of Wands being clarified by this one. The Page of Swords, we have a page clarifying a page. With the page clarifying a page here, your mother has a very immature way of expressing. A very immature way, and we have two very expressive cards, and we're going to put that one right there because that's for that one. We have two very expressive cards because we have a sword here expressing vocally, verbally, and through, you know, your throat chakra, which is your speaking and listening. And then we have a wand card here expressing physically, expressing passionately, right? Your mother has a very difficult time with expression, whether it's expressing herself, expressing her love, expressing her thoughts, expressing her passions. Like, your mother has a very, very hard time experiencing, a very, very hard time expressing, probably because she hasn't experienced a lot of expression in a healthy way from those in her life. She probably didn't have a very great relationship with her mother. And then we have the Ace of Swords clarifying the Ten of Cups. And with the Ace of Swords clarifying the Ten of Cups, this shows me that the truth of what they truly wanted and what they wish they had with you is this beautiful, healthy home life. Like, they wish they had the house, the car, the kids. Like, they wish they had that white picket fence family image with you. They wish that they had the type of relationship that you see on TV with you, right? It just, for them, felt or even continues to feel very unattainable. And it's not because of, for some of you, they might think now it's because of you, but that's because of projection. But for most of you, and even those of you who do relate with what I just said, it's not because of you. And deep down in their heart, they know it's not because of you. They know it's because of them. But it just feels really unobtainable. Maybe they feel like they fucked up one too many times. It's like, yeah, I fucked up one too many times. How am I supposed to pick up all the pieces? Sort of energy. It's sort of like, you know, you have one of those standing mirrors and something happens and it's got a big ass crack in it. Okay, you can still use the mirror. You can still see in the mirror, right? And then you crack it again, and you crack it again, and you crack it again. And maybe you can still use the mirror. Maybe you can still see the mirror. But there's going to be a point where that mirror gets so cracked that there are shards falling out. And the shards are too small to put back. And it completely gets lost. I'm hearing lost in translation, but it completely gets broken to the point where there's no salvaging it, or at least it feels like there's no salvaging it. But I'm also hearing mosaic. So it's like you could turn that into something very beautiful, but a lot of people would just throw that mirror out. And it's sort of like that's the energy, like the mirror is the connection that they have with you, right? Back of the deck, Knight of Swords. And then we have the Moon right here. Your mother doesn't know what to do. I'm like, my nose is itching. Like, your mother wants connection. Your mother wants to have this connection with this King of Cups clarifying this Ten of Wands. Your mother wants what you want with her. But she doesn't know how to get there from where they are right now, from where you are right now, from where you guys are together right now. She doesn't understand how that's possible. And I'm sorry for you guys, because this must be super difficult. For some of you guys, you might relate with pile 1 as well, but don't go to pile number 1 or watch it if you weren't already drawn to it before I mentioned this. Message from pile number 3's mother. Table, hard work ahead. This person, your mother, wants to work on this connection with you. It's not that she doesn't. Then we have heartache over what you no longer have. Yes, and it's coming out on top of the Ten of Wands and the King of Cups. Heartache over what you no longer have, what you could have had before, but you ruined it. Look, there's a spear through the heart. It's like your mother did this. Your mother put that spear there. All she has to do is take it out and mend the relationship, but it's really hard to take out. And it's really hard. It's going to be really difficult. And it's like, I'm sort of getting like the analogy of like when you take a knife out of a wound, sometimes when you have a puncture wound, you're not supposed to take that thing out, because then you risk bleeding to death. You risk worsening the injury. And it's like, there are people that can deal with that, but those people have certain tools, right? Those surgeons, those doctors, they have certain tools to, and I saw 1919, they have certain tools to, and experience and training to where they know how to deal with this. And it's like your mother doesn't have those tools and those emotional tools, that training. Your mom doesn't have these experiences that would allow her to repair what she's broken. Your mom might not even have the tools to allow her to recognize that and take it. I feel like your mom recognizes. I feel like your mom doesn't have the tools to fully take that accountability. And to repair something, first you need to take out that spear, which is taking accountability. Your mother doesn't have those tools currently. And that's where this heartache is coming from. Heartache over what you no longer have, over what your mother perceives to be something that's broken beyond repair. And then we have man, dealings or relationships with a man. For some of you, your mother has chosen somebody else over you, chosen a relationship, chosen a man over you. Oh, there's a lot of like itching on my nose. So like there needs to be some sort of communication here, whether it's communication for closure, communication, but it needs to happen. It needs to happen, whether it needs to happen or it's going to happen. Maybe your mother's going to reach out soon. A message from pile number 3's mother. And then we're going to get some, we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 2. We're going to also get some index cards, messages from your angels, from your guides, maybe even from your mother. So we have train, yeah, number 6 with the Gemini energy. The Gemini also here, and I don't see Geminis like this, like stereotypically, I don't see them how they're stereotyped. But Gemini is the twins, the good and the bad, right? I was feeling that bipolar energy here, the good card, bad card, good card, bad card type of energy. And so it's like your mother at some point, they're like, I really, really, really want to fix this. Let's go reach out. Let's go fix this. And then something happens and she's like, ugh, this is beyond repair. Why did I even try? Because obviously we're not getting anywhere. It's that type of energy here. So it says train, moving on, life's journey, new endeavor, going away, one direction, on track, focus, on time, keep going forward, going with the flow, inflexible, steady climb, and no resistance. Your mother's sort of taking the easy way out here. I am going to say that. Your mother is sort of taking the easy way out here, and the easy way out here is to move forward, cut your losses, cut your ties, and move on. Or this could be that you're in this energy with her. We have another 6 card, and I kept on seeing the 6 of Swords. I saw 22. I kept on seeing the 6 of Swords wanting to jump out of the deck while I was shuffling. So it's the 6 of Swords is literally them moving on, moving forward. And maybe you or your mother or both of you have come to the decision that maybe that is the best thing for both of you. Or this could be wanting to move on in a new direction with this connection, right? And I feel like that's where your heart is at, and that's where your mother's heart is at. But it's like right now, it might not seem salvageable, especially if there's only one person who's working to salvage the relationship. So right here, we have number 6 with Leo. Curtain call, acclaim, fame, recognition, parade, celebrity, admiration, applause, show, appreciation, spotlight, focused attention, theater, act, performance, you are watching a movie. So this really does feel for me like that back and forth type of energy, but it also feels like admiration from afar. It feels like loving you from a distance, the way that we admire and love celebrities that we have no relationship with, right? We might sometimes, you know, insert ourselves in their lives by, you know, gossip and stuff like that, but it's like you can love an actor because, oh, I just feel their energy, or I just love their performance. And this is how your mother feels about you. I love him, I love her, but I don't feel connected. And that's sort of probably how you feel as well. I'm sorry to relay this message. We also have book burning on the back of the deck. Censorship, silencing, control, discord, canceled, persecute, suffocate, destroyed. I said suffocated earlier, right? Destroyed heritage, limiting freedom, constraint, rewrite history, mind games, and changing the narrative. It's like you guys want to dead this connection, but have it, it's sort of like a phoenix energy. Like you want to dead this version of the connection, have it burn to the ashes, and then have it rise again and be something completely different and completely new. But it might not feel like that. It's a very, very big challenge to rebalance the scales here with Libra. All right, and let's get some index cards, and then we're gonna end the reading there. And I feel like I don't want to get these index cards from your mom or mother. I want to get these index cards from your angels. I'm sweating. And it's not hot in here. That's why I have the blanket on. But it's like, I'm not hot. Like, I'm just sweating. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, guys. Oh my god, my nose just keeps itching. Like, there's some information, some talk, some communication coming. We have, you don't realize how loved you really are. So it's like you don't realize how much your mother really loves you, even though your mother is in absolutely no way or energy to show it correctly. And it's very logical that you don't realize how loved you really are by your mother, because your mother doesn't show it correctly. But you are immensely loved by her, by others. 1, 2, and then we'll take the back. Your past loved ones and ancestors are always with you. They walk with you. Do not speak badly of yourself. The warrior within hears your words and is lessened by them. This relationship is worth salvaging. Might be about a romantic relationship, but I'm really feeling like this is about your relationship with your mother. Is just going to take time, and it might take a long time, but it is worth salvaging, because I feel like the salvation of this relationship is going to be something that really helps to heal both of you. We have Moonlight by Ariana Grande. I'd recommend going to listen to this song if you feel called. Okay. This was on the back of the deck, but I didn't read it. Stop relying on other people for your answers. It's clouding your intuition. Excuse me. Go have fun with your friends and release your worries. Create a safe space. We have right here, mind your words. So be careful of how you're speaking to people. Take accountability. You're not always in the right. This could be about this relationship, or it could be about a friendship or relationship, something else. We're going to take these two. Drink more water, be more healthy. And then we have, the blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb. I will expand on this message. We hear so much, blood is thicker than water, blood is thicker than water, as a means of basically saying our relationship with our family is so much more important and strong than our relationships with anybody else. It's sort of used as like a gaslighting term to basically be like, well, choose your family over everybody else. But the real quote is, blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb. And what this means is that your chosen family, the relationship between you and your chosen family, is always going to be thicker, always going to be stronger than the relationship of family that you are born to. And sometimes the family that you are born to is going to be your chosen family as well, and that's beautiful. But if you feel like your relationship with chosen family is better or stronger or more important than your relationship with family, like blood family, and people try to gaslight you into basically feeling bad for that by saying like blood is thicker than water, educate them and educate yourself, because the blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb. Let's get two more. We're going to get this one in the back of the deck. We have Tomorrow by Andrea McArdle. That's a song that's like, tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. And then we have the song No Scrubs by TLC. And then we have Compromise. I feel like this is talking about a relationship here. Some of these cards. And then we have the song Close to You by the Carpenters. And then we have Money Is Coming to You. Okay, guys, that is where I'm going to end this reading. I hope this did resonate with you guys, and I will see you guys later. Toodles.